it. Let's go ahead and jump in. I'm so excited for this. Let's start off with the peas. With the peas, with the peas, with the peas. Okay. And it's so, this is spicy California rolls. Spicy California. Cheers. was just trying to like, you know, I'll complain about her to like, so that I wouldn't worry. But the thing is, like, we weren't even like fully dating. Like, we were, but it was like, I don't know, it was a weird situation where he like wouldn't really commit, and you know, because of that, I was kind of just like, like for a while I was like, well, I want to be a thing, you know, like I want it to be like real. But you know, after a bit of that, I ended up just kind of not really having feelings towards him really, and then I ended up moving away because I graduated school, and I was just like, wait, I don't think I care about him at all. Like, that sounds bad, but like, no, I don't know, this whole thing was just, oh, okay, but wait, I think it's kind of a red flag if a guy's like, oh my god, my ex is crazy, because it's like, but then at the same time, he would probably go sleep with her if he has a chance. Like, I wasn't even really that hurt. I was like, honestly, I don't really like you. So, you do your thing. But, so this is the thing that kind of makes me think that maybe it's him. Maybe it's him. Because he had this new girlfriend, okay? As of like, I don't know how long they've been together. But apparently, this is very low-key tea, okay? Like, I'm not even really supposed to know this, but apparently they broke up. And him and his friends were out at a bar, and she shows up to the bar that they're at and comes and slaps him in the face. So I'm like, that's a bit of a crazy move to make, okay? But interesting that she would do that to you. Like, what'd you do to deserve that, boy? Probably did something. I only know that because one of my friends is still friends with him and was out with them that night. So, yeah, I really think he must be contributing to something, you know, in this scenario, because it cannot always just be that the girl is just crazy. But yeah, like I said, when it came to him, I kind of realized, I was like, wait, he's just not worth my energy and time. And I kind of just like detached a bit, you know, my feelings. He was still someone who was kind of like fun to hang out with, and you know, whatever, but the feelings were not there. And the funny thing is, he has tried to come one party or the other is likely going to catch feelings, and that could really put a damper on the friendship, where one person might start to see it as more than a friendship. Meanwhile, the other person sees it as only a friendship. I've personally been on both sides, and it is way better to be the one who doesn't catch feelings, because then, you know, at least your feelings aren't hurt. I'm sorry, but it's true, because being on the other side of it is really not fun. But I think that guys and girls can be friends as long as it literally is just that, and you have good boundaries in place. But like, remember that TikTok that I'm sure you've all seen? That's like, guys won't bother being friends with a girl if they're not kind of like somewhat attracted to her, like wants to hook up with her or something like that. I don't think that's always necessarily true, but I do think it is kind of often. It's true, not always, but often. So there's been two times that really stick out in my head when I was on either side. You know, because this one time I had this friend, and he's still my friend, but I genuinely only ever saw him as a friend, and I can understand why it might have seemed like we were flirting from time to time, but that is just my personality. And with some guys, you know, it might seem like playful flirting, but it's not really like actually like you're just my homie, you know, you're just my friend. And eventually he ended up telling me that he has feelings for me, and it was honestly, a whole fiasco. It was like a whole fiasco. But I was shocked. I was caught completely off guard, because this whole time, you know, I only just thought of him as a friend, and I thought that we were just friends. I felt really bad. I mean, ideally, the best case scenario would be we have this really good girlfriend, this really good guy friend, and you kind of start catching feelings for them. But then one of you says something, and then you discover that you guys both have feelings. That would obviously be the most perfect. But it's definitely scary to, you know, kind of say your feelings in a situation like that, because if they don't feel the same way, you know, you don't want to make things weird. But I think if you guys are like truly good friends, then even having a conversation that ends because I don't know. And with this particular person, it's okay that it just never really worked out. And you know, I've been able to kind of get over that and continue seeing them as just a friend, you know. And obviously that's not that easy to do. But yeah. So if you're in a situation where you like your girlfriend or your guy friend, I do think that when the moment feels right, you should maybe tell them, because genuinely communication prevents, avoids, and solves so many things. You don't truly know what someone's thinking, you know, even if you might think that you do. So communicating is definitely the best thing to do. And like I said, if you guys are truly friends, maybe you can just, you know, if you tell this person, yay, like, you know, I really value having you as a friend, but sometimes I kind of think of you as more than that, and, you know, I understand if you don't feel the same way, but do you? They say no, you can be like, oh, that's embarrassing, but anyways. I think that, you know, the friendship should be able to recover from that awkward moment. And if you still have too many feelings for that person, you should probably distance yourself from them, because that's not going to be easy. And then you're going to get really jealous. And that would not be fun. We only have one left, you guys. And the reason that I say that you should communicate your feelings is because I think there are a lot of times when people just, you know, like I said, you don't truly know what somebody's thinking until you actually talk with them about it. And like for me, when this person said to me, I have feelings for you, even though we were just friends, that caught me completely off guard, like I said. And who knows, maybe I had feelings for him back. But the fact that, like, if we didn't have that conversation, I would have never known, you know. I think it is important to say how you feel when the time is right, when the moment is right. Because honestly, you never know. You honestly never know. And then to kind of bounce off of that, we don't have time to really go into this in this video, but do you think that you can stay friends with exes? Now, I think this is kind of like the same thing. It can literally only work if you have absolutely no feelings for this person. Like, that you would not get jealous, that you would not, you know, excuse me. I do think that it's possible, but maybe not the best idea, depending on the people. I can think of one ex-boyfriend that I had, and I honestly don't really like him. Like, he's kind of garbagey. But I could see us, you know, we could maybe be friends, because I have absolutely no feelings for this man. I would never get jealous seeing him with another girl. I would simply not care. So then that could work. But then, you know, you might have the other person kind of starting to catch feelings, and I'd be like, wait a minute, no, I don't like you like that. because then it's just gonna be like you're dating again. And that would not be, y'all broke up for a reason, so. Unless you decide that you want to get back together, then sure, but then you're not friends. The last one. I think if you stayed friends with your ex did not have feelings for you, but you kind of still had a soft spot for them. I think you should either, you have to protect your peace, okay? You cannot be being friends with this person knowing that you do still kind of have feelings for them, because you just are going to end up getting hurt. You don't want to put yourself in a situation that's going to hurt you. And I think that, maybe that soft spot's always going to be there for this person, but you should, try and, like I said, have boundaries and stick to them, and try to just, kind of retrain your mind to just see them as only a friend, Some very insightful conversations here that I would really love to continue in the comments as well, because I don't know, I really tried to work on being a bit more heartless. That sounds bad, but if you're somebody who just catches feelings super quickly, just goes all in super quick with, like, in your relationships and friendships and everything like that, you do run the risk of getting hurt, because you just catch so many feelings right at the beginning, and and you really just go all in. I think for me, I like to be cautious, because I've learned, and I like to, even if I have caught feelings, I like to kind of manage those feelings and not let it kind of take over, because if worse comes to worse,